So the Fitbit Inspire 3 is a really cool Fitbit that comes with a little tiny screen. It's similar to a Fitbit Air, but it's supposed to be one that can still give you a display if you need to go and kind of show you random things within its display. Now, I'll show you exactly how to use it. On the exterior, you do get this kind of small little display on this like pebble type of design. I think it looks really nice, but that's all you're really getting on the front side. On the sides, you have these kind of capacitive keys, so you can kind of go through and click into it. So touching them will give you different types of information. You do have your band, so you can go through and kind of put on or off your band depending on the type of band that you want. The bands come out in different sizes, and you can also go through and change out your bands as well. So if I go through and kind of unwrap this one, I can go and take this out right here. And then what I can also do is I can go through and kind of rewrap this band into a different way. Now, if you look right here, there's a few different things. You have these kind of little claws that kind of come up. So you can kind of go through, they're like little tiny buttons. What you can do here, and I don't know why it's so hard to get off. Finally got it off. Now, these bands you can kind of click off, and you can then go through and basically move around and kind of exchange these bands out. So you can see they kind of click off. If you want to attach these bands back together, you just kind of click them into place. So you should be able to go through and just kind of slowly click them into place a little bit. It should take a little bit of time. Maybe you have to put this thing back, and then you'll be able to click it into place. So it's a little harder than it looks, but that's basically how you do it. Now you might also want to charge up your particular Fitbit Inspire 3. Now charging this particular Fitbit up is very easy. Now you will have to have the charger. So this is what the charger looks like. It's going to come right inside of the box, and it's going to be this little charger looking thing. Now the way to charge it is to match up this charging band right at the bottom to this portion at the bottom right here. So you should see this little option right here, this little like protruding little accessory port. All you have to do is plug this in just like this on your Fitbit, and then it will basically start charging. So just like this, it will start charging. You don't want to place it on top of it like a Apple Watch charger or a Samsung Galaxy Watch. You'll have to make sure it's clicking in and it'll kind of stay steady like this. Then you can go through when you're ready, you can just kind of let go of it, and you can start to basically just, you can kind of rip it apart like this, and it will be done charging. So it's kind of an interesting process, but that's basically how you see the charger. Now, on top of that, you might also want to go through and learn how you can basically connect it to your iPhone and your Android device. Now, connecting your Fitbit Inspire 3 to your iPhone is pretty basic. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to download the Fitbit application. So go through, make sure you have the Fitbit application installed on your iPhone. Then when you're ready, you want to open up the Fitbit application and you want to log in with your, a Google account. So log in with your Google account, and then what you're going to want to do here is at the very bottom or at the very top left, you'll have this little Google kind of pixel looking thing right here in the top left. Tap onto that. And then what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to connect to different types of devices. So now you can connect the Fitbit smartwatch or tracker. Click here, and you can choose which particular device it is. So for us, it's going to be the Inspire 3. So tap on the Inspire 3. Make sure that your Google Fitbit Inspire 3 is charged up and it's ready to go and it's powered on. To power it on, you just kind of click onto these side buttons here, and it will basically power on. And then what you can do is you can click on Start Setup. Once it kind of, sees kind of what's going on here. So you got to read this, click agree, and it will start searching for your Fitbit. So make sure it's plugged in, make sure it's ready to go, click on continue, and it's going to start searching for your Inspire 3. So now what you can do is you can kind of go through and you can see that it will show up a 4-digit code on your Inspire 3, and you can type in this code 0835. So I'll go and type in this code 0835, and that will basically allow me to connect to it. Now, if you want to connect your Android device to your Google Pixel, Google Inspire Fitbit, whatever 3, this is also a very basic process as well. So if you have your Inspire 3 right here and you are trying to go through and connect these two, this is very, very easy as well. So all you're going to want to do is basically download the Fitbit application. So once again, go inside of your Google Play Store, search up Fitbit just like this. And all you're going to want to do is just search up for this Fitbit application. This is what it looks like. It's Google Health now, but it's going to be that Fitbit app. So tap on here, and then what you're going to want to do is you want to go ahead and install it and click on open. it's probably going to ask you to go through and basically, give access to your account. So sign in with Google or your Fitbit app, and you can go and continue just like this. Now, when you're ready, what's going to happen after it actually goes through and does its thing, you want to give it access to whatever it needs to get access to. What you're going to want to do after is you want to go through and you basically want to, it's going to keep trying to give me to give access. So let me go and kind of get out. Okay, good. Now, what you're going to want to do when you're in the actual Fitbit application to fully connect it to your Android device is to go through and click on the top left corner right up here. So tap on the top left corner, and then what you're going to want to do here is you want to click on Add More Devices. So tap on Add More Devices, and in this page, it's going to show you all the different types of Fitbits that are basically available. Well, what we're going to want to do is find this Inspire 3, which is right over here, tap on here, and then what we can do is we can go ahead and basically add this particular Inspire 3. So you want to follow the on-screen instructions. It'll eventually make you type in a 4-digit code from your Fitbit, and it will look something like this when it eventually goes through. So that is basically how you use it that way. Now the Fitbit application, and then after that, it will basically start connecting and you'll be good to go. Now the Fitbit application is pretty easy to kind of walk through. So whatever you basically do on your Fitbit Air will basically then be kind of transported over into your other device. So within here, you can go through and you can basically see all your other information. You can see how many steps you've done. You can see a little bit of other information that you got going on right over here. Then you can also see your fitness levels at the bottom. You can tap on fitness here, and you'll be able to see your fitness levels and different things. You can see your key metrics, your energy expenditure. You can see all this other information here. So you have a lot of different things you can basically do here, which is really cool. Now you also have your sleep pattern. If you want to track your sleep, you can see your sleep right inside of the sleep toggle right over here. And then you can also go through and see your health. So under health, again, you can see your key metrics, and that's another really cool thing you can basically do here as well. So that is kind of the Fitbit application itself. Now within the Fitbit itself, as you can see, you have these capacitive keys. So to kind of wake up your Fitbit, you can click onto the capacitive keys on the side, and it will turn it on and turn it off when you just click it on. Now within here, you can kind of see what's kind of going on. You can kind of swipe up and down and get different types of information. So you can see right here, you can see the date, you can see the time, you can see how many steps you've done, which is really cool. You can also tap onto the display to open it. And then you can kind of see these other things. So these are all just different key metrics that you basically have. And it's almost similar to what you have on the Fitbit, Inspire Fitbit application, but it's all just kind of right over here. So it's actually really cool. So you can kind of put it on, you can kind of see essentially what's going on here. So whenever you kind of look away from it, I guess it doesn't really do that thing where it looks away and turns on, but you can turn it on just by going through and tapping onto the display or clicking onto the buttons here. And I think it does actually have that sleep wake thing automatically. So from here, you can go through and you can use the Fitbit. Now, keep in mind, you can't really download any applications on it. This isn't going to be an Apple Watch or a Google Pixel Watch or anything like that. I don't even think you can listen to music from it. I don't think you can attach headphones to it. It's a very bare bones type of device, right? But it's still really cool because it allows you to track a lot of different fitness related things inside of your device. So from here, you can go through and use it. Again, to charge it, you charge it how you normally would. If you want to factory reset it, meaning if you want to just remove this watch, you don't want, you're going to sell it or whatever you're going to do, you can do this within the Fitbit application. So what you can do here is you can go back and open up your health application like this. You want to click on the top left corner right up here. So tap on the left corner. And then what you're going to want to do is you want to basically find that Inspire 3 device right over here. And then you're going to be able to see a lot of different things. But if you scroll down, you'll be able to see the system option. Tap on system. And then you're going to be able to see this thing called disconnect device. So all you have to do here is click on disconnect device, and it will say disconnecting your Inspire 3 from Google Health app. And it will tell you unsynced data may be lost to you and all these other things. So you can click disconnect, and it will start to disconnect this basically from your Google account. And it will basically be like a standalone device now. So as you can see, it's fully disconnected from my account. And now I won't really have to worry about it. So that is how you use your Fitbit Inspire 3. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.